Okay. Let's get rid of this. I hope you guys, if you caught some of the Yule log stream today, enjoyed that. I always enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing that last year, so I'm going to do that every year. I called it the second annual because I'm going to make a big deal out of it every year. But yeah. Let's, we're at camp office. Okay, cool. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're going back to Forsaken Airfield. Okay, that's the plan, and it's nearly evening, and, oh, look at my HUD. It's tiny because of the thing today. Display. Let's make it always on and regular. Mattress. There we go. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, that's the run that I'm doing where I try and figure out all the greatest beds in Great Bear. Were we looking for saplings? I think we were just gonna stick with the guns. I think I abandoned all my bow making stuff. So I was like, oh, this is too much work. Yeah. Oh, I have a green one. Oh, that's right. I was gonna try and make a travois. So I'm gonna pick up maple, but yeah. We were looking for saplings, but we decided to abandon bow making stuff and just I think I came here to get a nap, to sleep, but I'm just gonna carry on. 11:30 instead, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed then, Goofy, so you won't miss much. I have pain, obviously just damaged myself. Alright, I don't remember very well. It's fine. What have I got on me? I've got soda. I've just been shooting wolves in the face everywhere I go because they've been annoying me. Maybe I'll go sleep at Poacher's. At least I'm on my way, you know. No idea what firewood I've got. I've been in that run today that was about, you know, trying to keep a fire going, so I've been focused on firewood, but yeah. Make a move. I don't know why I was going to camp office. I haven't made a note for myself, have I? You are heading to FA but need to resolve afflictions from Wrestler or Wolfie. Cool beans. Sure. I've only got pain. Is there a stream tonight? Oh, yeah, well, no, there's another one quite late for you. Dan and I are playing Stranded Deep again. At midnight no, not midnight. Yeah, midnight your time, if you're gonna be awake. My husband, went to a football game today and is playing golf tomorrow, so he's very kindly said I can have a few hours to stream tomorrow. But better than two guys in the cave, but still wrestling a wolfie. I must have been in a silly mood. This wind is slow, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Drink a coffee. Speed me up a little bit. There we go. Not really helping that much, but it's better than nothing. So, I have some good news. My mother-in-law gave me some money today. Well, she gave my husband and I both money for Christmas, and his money's for Christmas and his birthday. And last Christmas birthday money we got last year, we actually needed to pay for bills. So this year, we've decided to keep only a tiny bit of it for bills, for like emergency. And he is going to upgrade some of his computer parts, and I am going to get my chair. So I'm very excited. I'm already expecting to get a couple of vouchers towards my chair. And I've got some, my Twitch money, when it comes in January, will pay me back for my chair. But yeah, I'm going to get my brand new, I'm going to get a nice chair that actually supports me. So I'm going to wait for the Boxing Day sales and to see what vouchers I get, and then I'm going to order it. I'm so excited. I can't sit in it before I buy it, but I've picked it out based on the reviews, and yeah, so that's really, I'm really, really pleased that I won't be like, you know, forcing myself to like, because there's this massive gap between me and this chair, because this chair is on an angle behind me. You can't really tell. At all times, this chair does not go upright. That's as close to me as it gets. See? Like, my lower back is supported right now, but if I want to sit back in the chair, I'm like this. It doesn't go upright, no matter what setting you do. It's just too relaxed for me. It's like a free chair my husband got from his office when they were getting rid of them. So I mean, I've got no complaints about having the chair. It's very kind of them. But I'm so looking forward to an actual supportive chair. A gaming chair. Like, I mean, a lot of people are like, don't buy a gaming chair, just buy like a good office chair. But all the chairs I like are gaming chairs, okay? And I'm buying one that's not leather because it's, leather's fine, but this is just like a nice, cushiony, really nice fabric. And it's grey. Though I have found some beautiful chairs that are turquoise. I just can't afford them. They're all like Secret Labs, they're like $900 chairs. No, not an RGB chair. No, though everything else in here is RGB, as you can tell. But no, not an RGB chair. Just a really comfy, decent gaming chair, which I'm hoping will be on a good discount in the Boxing Day sales. And then I can use the voucher and the money. It does have the ability to go back quite far. People in some of the reviews have said, I had a nap in this chair, it was great. I'm just like, okay. So it does have that ability, but it's not, it actually does sit upright. So we're gonna order it, and I think if I hate it, I can just return it. Doesn't have a footstool, but that's fine. I've got my one down here. The Steam Winter Sale, they keep emailing me about this. So that's another thing, is I might get a game or two. She hasn't given us massive amounts of money, but it's enough for a few little bits and pieces, It's really nice to, like, not panic too much about. Yeah, nothing in the sale I desperately want there. I always think that stump directly ahead is the bear. It's always there, and I always think it is. But yeah, so that was very kind of her. She supported a lot of the Scotland trip, like, so she didn't have to do Christmas money as well, Oh, yeah. Someone did say that they didn't like the armrests, and that they didn't think the armrests went low enough or high enough or something, and that they were 5'1". And I was like, well, I'm 5'3", but I've never ever used these armrests. Never. I've never, like, I lean on, like, because my desk is perfect height for me to lean my arms on. So if I'm going to lean my arms or something, I'm leaning my arms on the desk, because I'm sitting at this desk that's like this, right? So I'm sitting in the corner, and I just lean both my arms get leaned on the desk itself, and they're at the perfect height where they're supported. So I never use the armrest. So that was the only negative thing I could see in the reviews about the chair. So my stream information update, I hope so. Yes. Okay. Want to give you €5? I will gladly give you €5, Goofy, if you really need it. But with your parents being now in town, I'm assuming they would also give you €5 if you asked. I think €5 is like $10. Also, at the moment, it's cheap to, I think it's cheaper to renew subs or something, so I'm hoping that's giving everyone a break over the Christmas season. Obviously, I never require anyone to sub anyway, but there's that little bit of... I subbed to someone today, that another Kiwi streamer that I raided after the Yule Log stream, and it was only $5.99, so that was nice. Chairs don't have armrests, my desk... Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I quite like the idea of armrests, but I don't use them right now because of the way the height of my desk. Oh, because you're always drawing. Yeah, yeah. You may not necessarily need. Yeah. So it's just this upper back stuff that is the problem. I want, like, it's got like a neck cushion, and then it's got a lower back cushion. Now, if I can get it in far enough to this desk, then I can be perfectly supported by it while I stream, which I'm very excited by. Right, what's in here? Oh, I've been in here. Okay. 63, yeah. I think I'm 41. Oh, that's because I'm so tired. I was going to say, I think I'm quite overburdened, but it's because I'm so tired. So I could actually sleep here tonight. I think I probably have enough stuff to keep me going. 3... 5. I don't really have enough hours of firewood, actually. Oh, that's great, Doofy, yeah. I don't want to keep pushing on, though, because the, I'm just concerned that there's the bear. That's good to know where he is. The, Broken Railroads are always painful and mean to me, so I don't really want to go into Broken Railroad, but what I could do is go to the end here where I know there's a snow shelter. I mean, I can try and get in with a flare gun if you guys feel like seeing a bear hunt. I still can't eat him because it's a stalker, but yeah. Rawr. During the Yule Log stream today, Inseg kept coming in and playing the bear sound. It was very funny. Because it was on Pilgrim, it was on like a custom Pilgrim, so the bear was never going to bother me anyway, but I thought it was quite funny. Every now and then I just hear the bear sound. Because I meant to only like pay attention to the stream every now and then, but I just had it open all day. And then I would return to the actual desk every hour or so, but yeah. This is Crazy Bear that goes over the train. Oh, he's been glitchy for a while. Had a couple of interesting run-ins with him over the last year. You guys are so loud. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who are you trying to call? Doing well with your points, Goofy. I wonder if I need to clean my gun yet. I haven't probably done that in a while. 67%. Yes, I need to do that. We're gonna even get to the snow shelter before I run out of stamina completely. I'm not gonna be cold, so I can just sleep in the snow shelter overnight without a fire. Because I'm not cold right now. So I highly doubt that I'll be cold in the snow shelter. But yeah, I think that's the best bet. And then we're close to the exit without having to go all the way to Spenny's or up to the Hat Creek or anything. I'm hoping the snow shelter hasn't decayed too much. I could probably make another one actually. I've got plenty of cloth. That's just a stump over there. There's no other bear down this end, I hope. Oh, really? My mum has bought a lotto ticket probably every week for the last 30 years. Every now and then she wins like $100. I never understood it, but you know, she's convinced that one day it could be her. I've bought them maybe like at less than a handful of times in my life. Yeah, I don't tend to gamble. Sometimes it's like I'm down to my last like $12 and I get paid tomorrow. I'm just gonna buy a lotto ticket just to see, you know, maybe I'll win $200, but yeah, I never win. There's some wolfies down there.
I lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
You're okay, Miss Astrid, okay? I promise you'll be okay. Because even when you're exhausted, you're still fine. You're slow, but you're fine. So we're going towards where that gap is over there. That's where the snow shelter is. There's 2 wolves on the way. Yeah, I mean, someone has to win. But yeah, I don't think it's likely to ever be me. I just want to be in the position like my mother-in-law is. Which, I mean, honestly, the only reason she has money is because my father-in-law died very prematurely. But just be able to be like, when my kids are older, and just be like, I'm just gonna give you money, you know, a decent chunk of money at Christmas time when I know that you need it, and just it not to be an issue, you know. My mum has helped us out a few times. My mum has got money in the bank too, but she's building a house, and she also doesn't have an income. She's never going to replace that money, you know. Well, she has a little bit of income from my brother's. My brother's bought her shares of the company from her, but you know, she's got a limited funding source, you know. So that's very sweet, Goofy. I hope you can afford to do that. I'm assuming you can. Oh no, I don't have bandages. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like not having bandages. That is not me at all. Oh dear. Here we go. That makes me feel better. I'm gonna have to need to make some more bandages in the snow shelter. Let's get to it ASAP. He owns a triplex in Brooklyn? Wow, okay. That's cool. I remember when I worked at my summer camp in the Catskills, and one of the parents was like, "Do you want to come live with us, like after camp, and be our au pair?" And I'm like, "Potentially, I will think about it." Her kids were so, oh my god, they were such hard work. She knew I'd done gymnastics and ballet and spoke languages and I was teaching voice at the camp. She was like, well, you can help her with her gym and you can help her with her ballet technique. And I'm like, I don't remember. I can't teach ballet. I could just help give tips, I guess. And you can help her like learn some French, and you can teach her help her with her singing. And oh, by the way, we have a brownstone and you would have your own floor. And that's what made me go, maybe. I didn't, obviously, but I did consider it for a hot minute because I was like, I'd have my own floor in a brownstone. But also, it felt like kind of that one of those families that would be like, you never really clocked off, you know? Yeah, I know, Druid, it's funny, yeah. It's like how you can refuel a lit lantern and clean a loaded gun. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to end up working nights and weekends, even if they're considered my days off. Okay, the snow shelter has collapsed. Or it was never here on this run and I've misremembered. So let's make one, if it lets me. Right here was fine. It's not like I'm cold. I'm just tired. Put your pants on before your underwear, yep. Alright, it's 29 degrees with our clothes on, so we're totally fine. Let's eat and sleep. Have I got any herbal tea? No. Have I got birch? I did, but I think I drank it. Okay, that's fine. Your grandpa does buy the lotto. I do find that it's people that have a little bit of money that tend to buy the lotto quite frequently. I think I'm going to be fine. So let's just sleep a long chunk. Maybe he won. If I won the lotto, I would tell no one. My husband would know and that would be it. I would have to come up with a really good reason as to why I suddenly had money, because I'd want to give my mum money and I'd want to pay off things for people and help my sister out and all this sort of stuff, but I'd have to do it in some sort of subtle way. Because no one would know, because, yeah, you do not tell people when you win the lottery. You get a lawyer, you get an accountant, and you tell no one. Because everybody that's ever met you in their lives is going to come and want to talk to you and want some money from you. It's sad but true. People die way more frequently if they're a lotto winner than if they're not. Like, there's horror stories about winning the lottery. Yeah, exactly. Poor people, yeah. But, you know, there's also a lot of poor people that gamble because they think that that's going to be what turns their luck around. But all the people I know that gamble have money in the bank, you know, they're not struggling. Alright, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're off to Forsaken Airfield. Abraham Shakespeare in Florida was murdered. Yeah, yeah. I would put it in the... There's the other bear over there. I would put it in a high interest earning account. I would pay off debts. And I would tell my work that I needed to step down my hours. Or I would leave my work and go take on a job that had fewer hours so I still worked. And I would just stream and write music and give people money. I'd go into streams and just like gift 20 subs or something every now and then. It would be so joyous to just be like, oh yeah, here you go. Oh, I'd love to do that. Oh, how pretty is this? Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. Oh, no. Eat a carrot. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'd spend more time dealing with you, yeah. I'd stream like almost as a, you know, part-time job. I'd stream during my kids' school hours and the rest of the time I'd just parent and then I write some music. I do need to, 2024, one of my, I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but I like to make goals and just think about things I'd like to achieve, but I don't set, you know, I don't set myself to them and say, you know, you're going to feel bad at the end of the year if you don't do this, you know, like sometimes people do with their resolutions, but I want to set aside time in the week, and it will be one of my non-stream nights, so it wouldn't affect my current streaming schedule. Set aside time to write music. And the thing is, on a Wednesday night, I'm totally tapped out. Friday night, I hang out with my husband, so it has to be Monday night. So I think I'm going to make Monday night, I'm going to do my working from home day, and then I'm going to have dinner with my husband, maybe watch one episode of something with him, you know, hang out with him briefly, because at the moment we've been watching Reacher. And then I'm going to come through here and I'm going to work on music, and I'm not going to work on music on stream, which is what I've tried to do a few times, and I think the pressure of trying to create something in front of people is silly. But, you know, I'm just going to write stuff or work on stuff in the software, whether it's lo-fi, whether it's my own stuff. Just have fun, you know? Yeah, Struid, what a great idea. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would give so much money away to, you know, causes that I cared about. Absolutely. Not fail out of uni, yeah. You could hire a nanny. Well, it'd just be for Annie, because Ewan's going to go to school, but I could, yeah, I could hire someone to look after Annie. Maybe I'll get famous, then you'll have money. I'd say Goofy, if I've gotten to nearly 40 without having any sort of success in my music career. I had success in the performing arts when I was younger. But if I've got to this age without that happening, I don't think that's happening. But I also haven't had the time and the energy to focus on it. I've never had the ability to do that full time and focus on trying to make something. But anyway, you never know. I would like to make more money from music and more money from streaming, but I also don't want the people that I love who follow me, who are part of my community, to feel that they need to give me more money. I just want to grow the community so it gives me a little bit more of a cushion each month, you know? But it's not about wanting people to give me money, it's just about the community being a bit bigger, so when I do get subs, it's a little bit more of a help to... And also I always put the money from Twitch, basically. Most of it goes back into... Most of it lately has paid my bills because I've been poor, but before it got close to Christmas and things were a bit of a struggle, I would always put it back into the streams. So promote my music on the TikTok. I haven't had anything new in years. It's the thing, I haven't written anything new. I've made like lo-fi stuff. I made like that theme song for Dunn for his new YouTube series, and I've done stuff like parodies, and I haven't written any of my own sort of music in a very, very long time. My album came out... Oh my gosh, when did my album come out? 10 years ago now. Duntales, yeah. So silly. I want to re-record that, actually. I don't actually like it. I think it could be better. But I'm always going to think that. I'm quite picky about recordings. But yeah, my album's 10 years old now. So... That was crowdfunded because I was on the BBC and the soundtrack for a little BBC TV show, and that meant that a whole bunch of people discovered me, and then I could ask for crowdfunding, and then I was able to fundraise for that album and not have to pay much for it myself. Oh gosh, hi. But yeah, and I don't have the technical skills to record my own album at home. I can record what I can, but it's never going to sound as good as when I've paid for someone to do it, you know. You got coffee and it hits, nice. I've got my new fancy version, you know, of a heated USB coaster, so I'm looking forward to trying that out tomorrow when it's cool enough to drink a hot drink at night. But I'll try it out during the day when I'm working in here, probably in the new year. It's a very fancy one. My mother got gifted it. She re-gifted it to me because she's like, when am I going to sit at a desk and need to heat a drink? I don't use that sort of thing ever. Having yours in your new mug? Nice. What is that? Oh, is that the new Starbucks one that you showed on Bee's Discord? Oh my god. I know it's Stalker, but geez Louise. It's also Broken Railroad. There's a lot of wolves in Broken Railroad. Don't like the fact they're taking an average of 2 bullets. There's a Bee's Discord. Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw it in someone's Discord. It was very cute. I do love a Starbucks mug. I've got a few Starbucks mugs. Hey, bullet test dummy. Yeah. That's the story of my stream, really. Talking about whatever, something random, and then shooting wolves in the face. Oh, right, okay, cool, yeah. You wanted to see it. It was an impulse buy. I've got some really cool Starbucks ones that I really like. I've got that mug that I bought in Edinburgh that Burb was with me. And she was like, you have to get it. Because I was like, I love this mug so much. She's like, you have to get it. I spent so much money on that mug. It was like £35 for a mug. But it was a hand-glazed, like pottery, like fancy mug with a beautiful glaze that was like painted. Yeah, it was really, really, it was a piece of art. But still, I was like, £35! Anyway. You left your New York one in Jamaica? Aww. Yeah, you couldn't bring everything, sadly. I have quite the mug collection, and I'm not allowed. We now have a one in, one out policy. The only reason I've been able to buy mugs in the last year has been streamer mugs, because I bring them in and I put them in here. They don't get in. They don't go in the cupboard, and they don't clog up anything. Ray was subtitles and says New York and has a pigeon on it and yellow. That's awesome. I love it. That sounds really good. Got to ask you. Yeah. I got it for free? Even better. Oh, Goofy! Oh, wow. Oh, well. Fedot, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. Follower 956. Welcome to the chorus. Heading to the airfield. Almost feels like I should be able to open that train car. Or any of these, really. Yeah, that happens from time to time. My niece works in a like a store that's got variety goods. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a lot of tat, really. But they sell like party goods and costumes and toys and that sort of thing. And they're not allowed to stop theft because of safety reasons, which is very common in retail anyway. But they had this woman the other day who literally walked in, filled up a shopping cart full of stuff and walked out. Just pushed it out the door. And all they can do is print out a picture of her and put it on the front door. and say she's banned from the store. I mean, obviously they did call the police and stuff, but I don't know if they actually are gonna, you know, have charged her or caught her or anything. But they're not allowed to stop theft because for their own safety, that person could hurt them. And my niece is this tiny little thing. She's shorter than me, well, the same height as me, and she's I don't know, 100 pounds. I can't steal. Yeah, no, I can't steal. Even with like the cost of living and corporations and all that sort of stuff, I still can't bring myself to do it. But I know some people don't feel that it's that big a deal, and they just don't scan certain things in the self-checkout and all of that, but I have never been able to bring myself to do it. Yeah, a lot of places just let it go. It's like, okay. Yeah. And obviously if someone's stealing nappies or formula, like, I'm never gonna... I wouldn't say anything anyway, but if someone's stealing something that they obviously need, I'm not ever... I don't see that. That didn't happen. Yeah. Also, the costs of... supermarket costs are insane here, so I can understand why theft is on the rise, but... I know there's one wolf down here, but I don't know exactly where he is. He might be on the other side, actually. He might... Oh no, he's usually around the bridge. But anyway. We're fine. Yeah. Yep. We've got so many things wrong at the moment. Like, some of that money that my mother-in-law gave me might have to go towards fixing our dishwasher, because the dishwasher, it's not heating up anymore. Our car has a headlight out, but it's not like the full headlight. We have like, our car has like full headlights and then little ones above, and one of the little ones above is blown out. Our toaster stopped toasting, but that was a $20 toaster anyway. Mother's about to replace hers, so she said I can have her old toaster. Did I try hitting it? No, but my car was like, bing, check headlight. My toaster, I know. The toaster is currently working again, but it's not toasting things appropriately. It's not coming out to the right level, but it is working. I will have a new one in a few days. What else isn't working? Oh, we probably need two new tires for the car at some point soon. And the vacuum cleaner head, the Dyson vacuum cleaner head decided to stop working. I managed to get a replacement for that fairly affordably. So that's fixed. But everything's breaking at once, and I'm like, no, it's Christmas. I'm sorry, this stuff is just not being replaced. It's just not happening. You would buy me a toaster. No, yeah, Mum said she's going to upgrade her toaster, and then I'm going to get hers, so... I haven't been through here. I must have gone the other way last time. Interesting. There is no other way though, right? You always end up going through here. Regardless, you either climb down or you come down the... Anyway. I didn't do that campfire last time. You do toast in the air fryer. You like to be able to butter it before toasting it. Ooh, I need to try that. But yes. The children will be very happy. I was annoyed today though. Bjorn was like, I want more toast. Mama, I'm very hungry. And I was like, okay. So I put another piece in for him. And then he was like, Mama, I'm finished. And I was like, there's more toast in the toaster for you. You cannot be finished. Oh, we go along here, don't we? But he didn't want it. Damn it. Waste of bread. Annie seems to be feeling like, I mean, I never thought she was that sick anyway, but she seems to be doing really well. She's happy. She was so happy today. Oh my god. The kid is talking non-stop right now. She's sitting on my lap and she's like, how about it was life and the Paw Patrol and a banana. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, like none of it makes sense, but she's just constant. And then she would leave the room today. She'd go back to her bedroom. She's wearing her sunglasses. She got sunglasses for her birthday. She'd come into the room and she'd just like, I wish I had sunglasses on my desk to show you guys. She'd literally come into the room with her sunglasses on and just lift them and go, yeah? And I'd go, yeah. And she'd go, okay. And then she'd walk back into her room. And then she'd come back and go, do it again, like, just gibberish, and then she'd go, yeah, and I'd go, yeah, and she'd go, okay, and she'd go back to, and she did that about 10 times in a row, and it was so funny. I filmed a couple of times, but she was only in like a diaper, so I can't really share it with anybody, but I thought that was very cute. And then she's just, oh my god, she's so cute right now. She's crazy cute, and she's saying like, mama, where are you? She says it all as one word, like, where are you? Where are you? Mama, where are you? Mama. And then you can actually say to her, if she falls over, you can say, are you okay? She goes, oh, okay. And then when she falls over, she does what Ewan does and just immediately goes, oh, okay. Oh, she's so funny. What was I going to do that I didn't do, kids? I was going to make bandages. Let's do it. You want a baby? Wait, well, you know, babies are great, but yeah, 2-year-olds are even fun, more fun. If they're not terrible twos. But she did the terrible twos, I think, at 18 months, and she's actually easier now than she was when she was 18 months old. Oh, the wind. I hate you, wind. Oh, yeah. She's great. She's hard work, but she's great. And now she complains every time she goes to bed. She never used to. Now she's like, no, I am in bed. And then like 5 minutes after being in bed, she's just talking to herself. And then she goes quiet. She goes to sleep for every nap and every bedtime, but she just complains about going. And I'm like, okay, well, I relate. It's fine. She hates waking up. I mean, I get that. Today she woke up, she fell asleep on a walk with Dave, and then when she came home, she had lunch. She didn't go back to bed. And then we put her to bed at her normal time, and she only slept for an hour because obviously she'd had that nap on the walk. And then she just shouted the house, like shouted for 40 minutes until we got her up. She was just like not unhappy shouting, but she was just constantly like, she would go quiet for a bit, and then she'd shout, and then she'd go quiet for a bit. And I was just like, okay, we just have to get her up. Like, she's not going back to sleep. Because she will regularly wake up, shout, and then go back to sleep. So, oh, she's so funny. She's definitely a mood. And Ewan is using a lot of longer sentences at the moment. He seems to be, you know, growing up really quick. He's got a new haircut. He looks really cute. He looks really grown up today. In the last few days. He got a haircut when I got mine cut. He's very sweet. He's still going to be behind at school, but at least, you know, he has definitely been learning new words lately. Ah, so slow. I don't know if it's just the wind or I mean, I'm less than 10 kilos over. I should still be able to, you know. No worries, Druid. Yeah. We're trying to get him a little bit more support for school. He has like a teacher of the deaf that he has for 3 hours a week. It would be great if we could get her for more hours, but I don't think we can. I think that's the maximum we can have her for. Oh, there's that wolf jerk that attacked me twice last time. Oh, he's running that way. Okay, I just wanted to know where he was, partly. Also, I want to feed her. Might start eating by weight again. It's usually quite helpful. Eat the peaches. In 14 years, he may be on Twitch streams troubling grown-ass adults. Is she deaf? Oh, she's not a deaf like a sign teacher. She's his teacher of the deaf, as in a resource teacher employed by the School of the Deaf, who helps him with his communication and language. So she needs to be hearing, because she needs to hear other students and help him communicate. Yeah, like a special needs teacher, but specifically for deaf kids. And she can sign, and her sign's not bad actually. It's not amazing, but she's only learned it on the job. But yeah, we do prefer, the deaf community prefer, I can't really speak for them, that deaf people are the ones who teach sign, because sign is an evolving language, and if you're like someone like me who's learned a lot of sign, I can teach it, and I used to teach it quite a bit on TikTok. With the blessing of all of my teaching staff and the community that I've been involved in for 5 years, but I stopped doing it because I was like, if you want to learn to sign, you need to learn it from a deaf person, to make sure that you're learning the most up-to-date sign, and also so that that's a job for deaf people. That's that there can be limited employment opportunities for people who are profoundly deaf, and they should be able to take the employment opportunities that come with being a teacher of sign. But I am enough in the community that no one felt that I was overstepping. But I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna lay off that. I do think some people don't learn sign language very well without having someone who can speak to them explain certain concepts. And I think that is the only thing that makes me disagree with only deaf people teaching sign, because I feel like there's definitely some people who need to have things explained to them and not learn by immersion, you know? Obviously, sign is taught by immersion because deaf people teach you sign and you have to just grasp it. You just have to just pick it up as you go. Also with a lot of visual aids. But some people, the best way for them to learn anything is to learn, they're oral learners. And yes, some deaf people can talk too, but none of the deaf people that I know in the community do. They all prefer not to. They prefer, sign language is their language, and they don't use their voice unless they absolutely have to in like an emergency situation or whatever. And also they don't have to have, the sentence structure is completely different. So every deaf person I speak to that speaks English in broken English, because you don't sign what is your name, you sign your name what. So they don't have, and my sign language teacher's originally from South Africa, so English is actually her third language. And her messages and emails to me don't always make sense because it's not a language that she's as confident in, which is she can sign 6 different sign languages, but when it comes to writing English, sometimes she gets it wrong, and I think that's just natural. That just makes sense. Yeah. You have to be shown or you won't get it. Yeah, well, you're a visual learner. Yeah, okay. I'm very visual too. Like, my mother tries to explain things to me, like when I'm talking about renovating my house. She's like, oh, and then you could do this and then do this. And I'm like, I need to see it. You need to put it down we need to draw it on the plan. So I've redone our house plan to show how I want it to be. And I need to like visualize it. So she got her house that she's building, the architects made a visual walkthrough. And that made more sense to me. Whereas she can look at the plan and it makes complete sense to her. She can see it in her head. Whereas once I saw the visual walkthrough is when I went, oh, right, okay. That makes sense. I can understand how that's going to work now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a very challenging thing you've taken on, Goofy, going and learning a complicated subject, a complicated career in a country where, English is not always going to be spoken to you, and you've obviously had all these difficulties with people consistently teaching you in English too, even though they're supposed to be. So it's very brave thing to do, I think. Where did your dad study architecture? Yeah. Oh, the wind is killing me. At Howard. Oh yeah, I've heard of Howard. DC. Cool. Oh really? That's funny. Oh, this is awful. This wind is awful. Now, I've been told a few times about this goat that you can do from Wheelie's Turn down to Forsaken Airfield. It saves you a lot of time. But I wouldn't know where to go. I've never seen anyone do it. I've only been told about it. Yeah. couldn't afford. Yeah, yeah. Yep. University in America is very expensive. I don't think that's pretentious. No, I don't think that's pretentious. I like European lifestyle. I also like the American lifestyle, but I would choose European if I was to go and live somewhere again, even though I really liked being in America, and I just think America's a bit kind of screwed lately. Barcelona for architecture, yeah. I just think the healthcare stuff in America and the guns stuff in America scare me too much to probably ever live there. Never want to raise my kids in a country where they could get shot going to school, so. Oh wow, Astrid. This is a struggle, huh? Struggle bus, passenger, Astrid. Even in colleges, yeah. Alright, I just want to get her to the train station. She can have a bit of a rest because this wind is not travelable. It's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get behind rocks and things to try and be a little bit quicker, but. Is your mum coming to you, Goofy, or are you gonna have to leave shortly to go and see her? What are you gonna do? Did you say you're gonna have brunch? Or lunch or something? Yeah. That's cool, yeah. I never felt particularly unsafe in Edinburgh. There were occasions where I was like, I don't think I should be here. But once we had a car, I never felt particularly unsafe. I could always get in the car and get home, you know. It really wasn't a very long drive. Sometimes on the buses late at night, I felt a bit like, ugh. But I got an Uber home the other night. It cost me $42, but it was worth every penny because I knew that I was just going to be safe. And there was no train anymore. On a Thursday night, the trains stop it, you know, stupidly early, so. I was like, well. And Uber, oh my god, it's so much cheaper than getting a taxi. Ever was, when I was younger. Got the odd taxi here and there. I just got startled for a second because I saw like a movement, like a person, suddenly on my peripheral. But because the fan is blowing, there's actually a hanging rack of clothing. Some of my husband's old clothing that he doesn't wear. Next to me, and there's a white shirt that just flapped in the breeze of the fan, and I was like, oh. Left school at 2 AM. Yeah, good. Okay, good. I'm assuming you didn't get an amazing mark on your bench. You guys tried. Oh, this is painful. This is so painful. Go do the world's slowest, saddest sprint. You can do this, Astrid. I believe in you. You got this. Brunch, then the Christmas markets at Sagrada. Barcelona Cathedral, then take your mum to the hotel. Oh, neat! I didn't go to the hotel. I went to Sagrada Familia. I went to the Gaudi, one of the Gaudi things that was like on a rooftop. I think it was supposed to be in the Gaudi Museum, and then there was a rooftop bit you could walk around. I can't remember. Went to the cathedral. It was so long ago. It's like 13 years ago that I was in Barcelona. Pretty sure it was 2010, yeah. When you were a child, Goofy. Casamilla. Maybe? I'll show you a picture later. There's a really cute picture of me. I was really tan. Like, I never get tan. But I think I'd actually got a fake tan. Or I'd been tanning myself on like a gradual tanner. Anyway, there's a really cute picture of me in a floppy sun hat at this Gaudi place, and I'll send it to you. It's a picture of me when I was much younger and very blonde. I'll put it on the Discord and tag you in it. Cracking ice needs to stop. I've not explored all of Transfer Pass. I went kind of around the perimeter and was like, oh yep, sure. Don't really go very much around anywhere. We're gonna have to have a little nap before we head into the Forsaken Airfield. We're so slow. Drop some stuff, have a sleep. I think I might be carrying way too much coal. I've not needed it now that I've got good clothing. Well, it sounds like you're gonna have a lovely time with your mum. I had a nice time with my mum on Thursday. We went and had lunch, and then we went to like this home goods store where she wanted to buy. She was like, I could buy you. Here's my birch. Remember I couldn't find my birch, so I dropped all my bow stuff, and it was actually in here all along. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, she was like, I can buy you a toaster, and I'm like, no, just give me your old one. And then she bought me my Christmas present, which I'm very excited about. And then I went and bought a dress. And then I went out and had drinks with my friends in the dress and got quite drunk. It was fun. Get out in about 10 or so. I can cover the tram ride. Nice. I like tram rides. Bring me along. Bring us along in your pocket, Goofy. I don't want to drop too much, but I also don't want to be too heavy. I'm gonna go 3, even though it means traveling in the evening. That sounds like a great arrangement. Yeah, we found the same place. But I don't have any of the other stuff now, Druid. So when I leave, I'm not going to leave here because I'm going to do this and then Buried Echoes. So I'm not leaving Far Range Branch Line. So I can't go get my arrowheads and everything and my feathers and everything. So I'm just not, I guess I'm just, yeah, I'm just going to commit to no bows and arrows. It's fine. Oh, that's right. Juice the Corgi. I remember you saying something about Juice the Corgi. That's so funny. Let's eat my heaviest food. Which is nothing, really. Look at all this coffee. I should have made a whole bunch of coffee. 39 out of 34 is not bad, though. Let's just get the show on the road. I love how the corgi is named Juice. That's amazing. Right, no sprinting, because we want to get there without struggling. Quite speedy now. Now, this always said Langston Mine, right? Anyway, I thought it just said mine before, but maybe it always said Langston Mine. So they've got him down as the official owner. That's really funny. It always did. Cool. My friend works for a government department that has a department dog. And every year they take the annual portrait of the department dog. He takes the photo as part of his job. And he was very excited. He was like, oh, today's the day I get to do the dog portrait. And he puts it on his Instagram. It's very funny. Oh, neat. Okay, I'll have a look. You hope Juice is there. Yeah. We have a cat cafe in my area, but I'm allergic to cats, so sadly. If they had a dog cafe, I would be there regularly. But I'm allergic to cats, sadly. Which is, you know, as people have always said, that's quite ironic, seeing as my name is Cat, but yeah. Juice probably gets breaks. Juice probably gets, like, has a bed to lie down on, that's all I imagine. I don't imagine there's, like, a need for breaks. But yeah, there's probably days Juice doesn't go in, which I think is what she meant. Did I search this or not? I don't know. Apparently I have. Dog cafe would be so good. There's a capybara cafe in Tokyo. Which looks so good. It's 25 degrees in here. It's too warm. Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? I'd like go and have some nibbles and a cup of coffee and meet some capybara. Apparently they're very friendly and they're very good at, like, they'll cozy right up to you. They're, I think it's amazing that they're actually a rodent. An owl cafe, cool. Yay, we're in Forsaken Airfield. And it's coming up tonight, so it's not going to be early enough for this yet, but let's just have it out. Not going to be, yeah, it's not going to be late enough, I mean, for this yet. You have a headache? Aw. Just take something for it ASAP, Goofy. My thing lately is I used to just like suffer through headaches for a while and then go, oh, I should take something and then take it. Oh, you did, good. I now, at the very first sign of a headache, I'm like, no, I'm not putting up with this. And I just, it's so much better. And all my all the nurse colleagues that I have that I work with are just like, yeah, don't ever feel bad about taking paracetamol. It's not going to do you any harm. So I just take it. I've got, like, you know, people in my life who are like, oh, you can't take those things too often and because the efficacy will not work as well. And all my nurse friends are like, no, that's bullshit. Just take paracetamol. It's not going to have any effect on how it works for you in the future. Just take it. There's some other drugs I think it probably does. And obviously you don't want to take too many ibuprofens and stuff because that could, you know, and you have to take those on a full stomach and all that sort of stuff. But acetaminophen, I think you guys call it. We call it acetaminophen and we call it paracetamol. It's the same stuff. I just know you have one that's Advil and one that's Tylenol, and we have Panadol, which I think is our Advil. I can't remember which is which for you guys. One thing I did love when I was first in the States, I say lived there, even though I was only there for 5.5 months. Ibuprofen is definitely more effective, but it does have more, Advil's ibuprofen. Okay, so it's the other way around. Tylenol then. Tylenol, yeah. So yeah, Tylenol's fine. But yeah, I never took a lot of, Panadol is paracetamol, yeah. But they are essentially the same. Tylenol and Panadol are essentially the same, thing, just different formulations. And I used to buy NyQuil. It is different, but yes, it's the same therapeutic purpose. I could get sort of deeper into it, but there's no point. I used to buy NyQuil and hang on to it, and bring a couple of bottles home to New Zealand because NyQuil it's apparently they've nerfed it. It's not as good anymore. But I used to have a cold or feel terrible, take NyQuil, go to sleep, knock myself out. Yes, but yeah, ibuprofen is in a different class. Anyway, knock myself out, wake up the next morning and just be like, I feel great. What cold? There's no cold. Yeah, don't work like that anymore, sadly, apparently. Apparently it's just not as good at knocking you out. I don't know if it's that you actually got better or that you just didn't care and you slept so well, you rested so well that it knocked your cold out of you. Yeah, good shit. Don't really have anything like that. Oh wow, Druid, yeah, I do remember about that. Sudafed's always been a placebo? Sudafed in New Zealand is not. Sudafed in New Zealand is... well, we're about to bring back pseudoephedrine, which has been banned in New Zealand for a long time without a prescription because it's connected to making methamphetamine and stuff. Phenylephrine, which is what Sudafed has been made with for a long time. Phenylephrine does nothing, in my opinion. The stuff you have to buy, you have to request from a pharmacist or get on prescription, which has actual pseudoephedrine in it, is the good... yeah. It's the phenylephrine isn't effective, but pseudoephedrine is the good shit. And whenever I used to, after meningitis, whenever I get sick, my ears block. The congestion, even if I'm not that congested here, my ears will ring and block because I've got tinnitus since getting meningitis. And pseudoephedrine is the only thing that stops that happening. But yeah, phenylephrine is just useless. It's just nonsense. So this is apparently where you goat from, but I've never done it, and I don't want to throw this run after all this work. But I think I might do another run for Forsaken Airfield and Spawn and Transfer Pass where I can try it out. I don't think it looks that hard, but I don't want to, like, have to redo all of this. No worries. Sounds good. I'm gonna get to Junkers, hopefully. And then I guess once if the Aurora starts up, we go exploring. Don't actually remember which corner it's in. I think it might be in the corner by Justy's Hovel. Might be the corner where you get the where the bunker is. I really don't remember. Can't get Pseudo in Japan. Yeah, you can only get it in Australia. You can't get it here. Well, apparently the new government are bringing it back. For low blood pressure? Really? Huh. I've never taken anything for low blood pressure. So mine is back to normal now. It was low for a long time. Huh. Lowered iron? Really? I don't think you're low in iron. I think you're just a tired, busy student. If you're, you know, there's lots of reasons why you're always tired, but are you eating enough iron? Do you think? What? Oh, there's 2 cans of stuff there. You're eating enough red meat? Do you eat? I don't even know if you eat meat. Sorry if you don't. Iron can be hard to get enough of, but that's interesting, Druid. I had low iron in pregnancy both times. I had to take iron tablets, and then I had to get an iron infusion the second pregnancy. But I mean, Goofy, you're not sleeping well, and you're a student. You're always going to be tired. So it could be many things. But yeah, if you take a multivitamin that has a certain amount of iron in it, normally it will help you a little bit. You just get the ick, yeah. I've had fatigue for many years now, so I'm just used to not being not tired, you know? I don't know what it would be like to not be tired. Well, this is very pleasant weather. At least the torch is staying lit. Red meat has been freaking him out for some reason. Huh, interesting. I love steak. Yeah, multivitamin. I take one every day now because it just... I mean, if for anything else, get it for your nails and your hair. Like, multivitamins are amazing for hair and nails. My nails are so strong. My hair is, you know, in really good condition, and it's from years and years of either prenatals, which are really good for hair and nails, by the way, even if you're not planning to have a baby anytime soon, and your prenatals or multivitamins. And they say, oh, you don't need one if you're getting enough stuff in your diet. And I'm like, I eat like a toddler. I eat carbs. I eat the occasional vegetable. I eat fruit. But I don't, I know for a fact that I'm probably not getting what I need from my diet. Oh, really? There might have been something in it that disagreed with you, or you needed to take it perhaps with food. Or apart from food. Yeah, I really like red meat. Yeah. Protein fills you up faster and keeps you full and all that. Steak. Mince. What do you guys call it? Ground meat, don't they? Yeah, ground beef. Mince. The terms we get used to. I think I've got it in the grocery shop for Friday to get some ground beef so my husband can make us burgers. He makes really good cheeseburgers. It does make sense. You've ground up the meat. I can't be far from Junkers now, right? Yeah, I'm close, yeah. Hamburger meat. Oh, yeah. My husband makes a lot of, like, sauces with it as well. Like pasta sauces with it in it. It's good for the kids to get the iron and the... Call it mince, and yeah. It's because you're a British colony. A lot of crossover between what we call things and what you call things. Goddamn British. This way to the airport, folks. Don't miss your flight. Burgers. I made a curry tonight, but I didn't make enough rice, and I ended up being hungry, unfortunately. I had a small snack before I started stream, but yeah, my dinner has not filled me up. You were a British colony, yes. Sorry, my bad. We still swear loyalty to the Queen, so you know. We're still stuck. I don't have that much problem with the monarchy, but I do think that we don't need to have it anymore. What that? Hello. I thought I'd been here. I think I have. I might have just come here just to sleep. Defeated them. Cut him. Took a cut. Oh, okay. You meant... yeah. And you're meant... oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure, Goofy, if you were like, you know, fully extricated from that arrangement or not. Alright, I have been here and grabbed everything and done everything. Okay. There are beds, though. I don't want to sleep too long, though, because the whole point of this challenge is that I go out and about in the nighttime, so let's, oh, I need to sleep. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime, but I think it might happen in New Zealand. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I really don't like being out in the Aurora and Forsaken Airfield, but it is very sparse. Like, the wolves are always quite far from you. So if you know where they're going to be, you're generally okay, but I still don't like it. I still have always avoided going out in an Aurora, so this challenge is quite counterintuitive to me, which I suppose is the whole point. It's making people do it. Independent but not a republic, so we have a prime minister and a government. Yeah, yeah, same as us. Okay, exactly the same as us, yeah. I don't know if it's an Aurora night. Unless it's really close to dawn. Oh my god, you guys, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. Bananas. So yeah, my stream with Done tomorrow is probably going to be my only stream tomorrow. So that I can spend Christmas Eve with my family. Watch Die Hard with my husband, which is what we do every Christmas Eve. Do Christmas Eve things with the kids. I mean, I normally stream when they're asleep anyway, but yeah, we'll watch Die Hard and just relax together and stuff. So yeah, I won't do an evening one. I won't do a morning one for Goofy. And then Christmas Day is a Monday anyway, so I wouldn't normally stream. So you guys aren't going to miss me Christmas Day anyway. So yeah, I'll be back on Boxing Day. Most people will be Christmas Day. So if you're around on Christmas Day and you're not with your family and you need a stream to watch, I will be streaming. But I'm very much expecting there to be very, very few people tuning in. But that's okay. We'll spend Boxing Day with my mum and another family and my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law at my mother's house. But in the evening we'll be free, so I'm still planning to stream. Okay, so there was no Aurora last night. That's fine. I can't remember where the last bunker is. I have a feeling it's, if you're looking at the map and you leave out this entrance and the airfield's here and the islands and stuff are down here, I think it's up over here. But I can't remember for sure. And I remember it being really hard to get any sort of signal whatsoever. Yeah. The tram's delayed. Aw. You always miss me. What do you mean? Oh, so you'll miss... oh, okay. I don't remember what I said. Did I say that you'll miss me? That's nice. Yeah, I'm excited about the espadrilles. I hope your mum will like them. Does she know? Has she got any clue? Or are they a big surprise? That's very sweet. I bought my mother a robe because she wanted it. She literally said, buy me this. And this fancy coffee travel mug that she wanted from Nespresso. Cost me $50 for a travel mug. 2 minutes? Oh my god, the audacity. Jeez Louise, 2 minutes. How dare they? My mum has also bought me the same robe, which I think is hilarious. Oh, I see. I never stream Monday. Yeah, so Christmas Day being on Mondays. Yeah. See, a Boxing Day might be a pointless stream if no one's around, but I still just enjoy it, so. Oh, you told her you can get them after Christmas. Okay. Are you gonna wrap them up all nice? Put them in some nice tissue paper or something? I suppose they came in a nice box, maybe? I can't remember if I didn't see any box. Maybe we'll get glimmer fog and I'll be able to do this during the day. It's so far away. I always like to do a bit of sprinting when I'm here. Here's me. I did find 3 bows in this region, which I think is very funny. And I've left them all behind. You bought one. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna find more bullets. I probably should be a little bit less trigger happy. I do have a lot of these though, look. I should probably try and get the bear just for funsies. Something to do. Go get the bear on the lake. This region is just so big though. Excuse me. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've done all my wrapping. Oh, we haven't done the presents from Santa. The stuff that's gonna go in the stockings. My husband wants to wrap a few things. I've done everything else. I haven't got Ewan much for his birthday yet. I need to make sure we get some. I mean, that's mid-January, but usually I've bought them before Christmas. But yeah, I need to find him something for his birthday. So yeah, I don't remember what corner it is, but I think it's kind of this way. Like Junkie's Hovel's over there, right? Up the hill somewhere. I have a feeling it's kind of that kind of corner of the map, but I really don't remember. We just have to hope we get some glimmer fog and I can radio it up. See what I can find. I didn't really search much of the hangar last time. I just, I didn't search any of the planes or anything like that. I just went straight for the hangar because I was lost, remember, in that blizzard. The line for Santa was crazy. Oh my god, we didn't do Santa. I totally forgot to take the kids to Santa. We keep meaning to do it. Oh, I imagine it's going to be nuts tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. Wonder if it's still worth doing. They won't really care or remember about, like, actually seeing him. They're more excited about the fact he's coming to the house. But it is nice to get that photo. Oh, that's cute, Goofy. Man, I feel like a bad mum that I didn't get Santa done. We've just been so busy. The photo from last year is very cute. Oh, that's sweet, Goofy. You obviously look very approachable. Look very friendly. We'll ask that nice young girl. She'll take our photo. Just imagine them. Wolves. Wolf chicks. Santa's busy. Yeah. That's like $20 to buy the photo. It's always like, ugh. What a rot. Do you? Do you think you have resting bitch face? I don't think you do. Some people, you know, have that apparently as an affliction. I've never noticed it in that many people. Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's handy. At least you knew what they were saying. I only needed one for that wolf, so that was good. Man, I always get so much glimmer fog when I'm here, and I bet now that I want it, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, really? I think I have far too friendly a face. I always get asked to do things. Charity people always try and talk to me, and I'm like, nope, sorry, no money. Can't today. Can't give you money today. Yay, a piece of charcoal. Wow, thanks. I'm saved. Just. Wow, there's really nothing in these. Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
Imagine being lost in this region and just being like, I'm gonna go sleep in that helicopter. Neat. There's nothing in the front. Okay, that's fine. Let's go around the other side. I wonder if there's probably more bullets inside. Should probably look inside the planes inside. Inside? Should I say the word inside more times? Inside? I keep wanting to search these barrels because of Medieval Dynasty. Like, there's nothing in the barrels. Let's just search the planes. A new inside joke. At least all the planes will start making noise if the glimmer fog starts. Oh, Goofy. I'm sure she wasn't like, oh, I can't sit next to this girl. Oh. Well, that's handy. No, not leaving. Go back in. Jeez Louise.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
It will, me. That will. Sure. Bullets, please. Apparently, no. It don't want to give me bullets. Rude. You're like, I do not have the plague. I always find that little old ladies want to talk to me. I think I just have like a come talk to me face. Just fine. There was a little old lady at the doctor yesterday when I took, on Thursday when I took Annie in who wanted to chat with me, and I was like, that's fine. They're lonely. If I had more time, I'd sign up for one of those services that you can go and like hang out with little old ladies. Corey, yes, Goofy. Should I call you Goofoo? This turquoise Fiat 500. I know, right? I've seen them around here too. They're amazing. My parents had a white one for a while, and it was beautiful. But I want the turquoise one. It's a Horoka, I know. I would love one. If we could afford a second car and I could afford a car that nice, then yeah, I would get one. We're probably gonna get an electric car next year. And get rid of our normal car. So that we stop paying exorbitant fuel prices. Because, yeah. Fiat 500s are so cute. My parents had... The other white one they had was manual too. Love driving manual. I miss driving stick. Right, let's eat. I don't know what to do until the Aurora comes. I suppose it's the same thing Dunn was suffering with. Gotta kill time until the Aurora or the Glimmer Fog. You want a horse? Well, I don't know how much horse feed costs. It's probably cheaper than fuel. It looked glimmer foggy for a second, but I don't think it is. I'm my idiot man. Yeah, just get Goofy a Fiat 500. Her favorite food is mangoes. It's amazing. You want a Dale's pony? I don't know anything about horses. I'm sorry. I like horses, but I don't know breeds or anything. When I was a kid, my cousin was obsessed with horses. She didn't ride them. She just liked horses. She just liked the breeds and all the facts about horses. And she had like all these figurines of all the different breeds of horses you can get. And she was like, this one's a Palomino. This one's a blah, blah, blah. And she would just tell me all about them. And I was just like, that's great, but none of this is relevant to me in my life right now. Andalusian and thoroughbred. Oh, she'll work.
I think I can use this.
16 3 hands high. Nice. Yeah. I don't know how tall you are, Druid, but you might need a higher horse. I remember the horse I rode when I was younger. When I was much younger, I'm, you know, obviously only 5'3", and
Hope nobody needs this.
they were like,
anymore.
"Oh, your height, you need a horse that's like 15'2" or something." I was like, the audacity! I'm not that short. Driving gloves. More soda? More soda? No soda. Now, I found a hammer over here when I first came through. There's 2 hammers in FA. There's wires. I don't actually need to fix another tower. I don't know why I'm carrying around all the wires and stuff, because I'm like, I'm going to need these. I'm not. I didn't search all this. I was so cold when I was first
Kinda
here.
handy.
Now my clothes are so much better that I can just walk around here without worrying. It's really nice. Alright, we're just gonna walk around until this thing lights up. Tennessee Walking Horse, descended from Midnight Sun. What a beautiful name. And poorly trained and seldom ridden. My grandfather had race horses when I was growing up. He had Purple Haze and Prince... not Purple Rain, it was definitely Purple Haze. And Prince something. And then he had a horse that he named after his sons. He won some big race once. Well, the horse did, obviously, not him. But he, you know, he owned it, so he got the money. All I know is that it's bad luck to rename a horse. So, that's what he told me. So I was like, okay, well, I don't plan to have a horse probably ever, but I'll remember that. I guess I won't rename it. I think it's a bit like a boat. You're not supposed to rename boats either. Is it? Yeah. So it is bad luck to rename a horse. Call him shit. Hey, I'm not done. I don't call anybody shithead. I do think that's hilarious that he does that. Hey, shithead. Over here. Honestly, I could just pass time until it's nighttime. Hey, Zelda fan, nice to see you. And, wait for the aurora. But honestly, I have so much glimmer fog whenever I'm here. I'm amazed that I haven't got it yet. I'm gonna walk this way. It does look like it's clouding in, but I think it's more blizzard-like than anything else. Wow, 3 wolves. I remember there being like a cache out here in the snow, but... Oh, nice! Yeah, I'm on the last bunker. I can never remember I can't remember where it was. I'm heading kind of over this way just to see if I get glimmer fog. If not, I'll just go to sleep. Alright, cool. Yeah, nice. I wanted to do Buried Echoes, so I needed to do this again. I deleted my last save. So, my bad. Oops. Wow, good job! 700's amazing. You must be finding lots of fun little things to keep yourself amused, because that's a long time. That could be a bit of a drag after a while. Oh, I forgot there's a blind here. That's cool. God, it's so nice being here and not being cold. It's well worth collecting all that clothing. Way easier when you're not freezing to death all the time. Greetings, fellow pilgrim player. Oh, nice. Yeah, all skills. Yeah, I just think that you need to have little things to try and do to not get bored. But I suppose if you're not worrying about how long you go and you're just enjoying it, then it's probably easier. I read that druid and my brain went to like Steve Buscemi and greetings, fellow kids. Oh, yay. That's what I wanted. More bullets. Let's go towards there's a helo over here somewhere. Been a while since I've been here, so I don't remember exactly.
I could eat a horse.
That's saying something because I like horses. Oh, it's 11:33. I need to go to bed soon. Goofy must be nearly at her brunch. I don't actually think it's in this corner. I just realized I don't think it is. Oh well, that's fine. Shoot some wolves instead. Come on. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, because this is just the short-term run. I know I don't need to worry about making bullets, so I'm just letting them fall. It's quite liberating. Bark! You'll know where I've been by the trail of revolver casings. I haven't been to the other cabin. I could always go do that. Filling the jerry cans? Nice, yeah. It's always quite fun. There's a bunch of feats and badges and stuff I don't have that I was gonna work on with various runs. Wow, 5. I found 3 bows here on this stalker run. Yeah, exactly. I don't really even know where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm just killing time. Suppose I could make a snow shelter. It's like myself I probably don't have enough yeah, I don't have enough cloth now. I'm carrying around bonus boots. Oh, that's right, for the next bit. I reckon I need bonus shoes for that. Yeah, let's keep going then. I'm amazed I haven't had Glimmer Fog. I had it like constantly last time. Yeah, me too, Zelda. That's always going to be my home. My base is always there. Though I do try like to do regional bases, but my main base is always in Mystery Lake. It's also very central. It's also like a sensible base because it's, you know. You like Camp Office? Yeah, Camp Office is the most logical base. I like Trappers if I have the bear spawn. So I like to be able to like repeatedly kill that bear. And the moose turning up there too. But I do really like Camp Office. It's a very logical, again, center of the map, center of the world. Very logical base. Oh, come on. You really? The one time I want you to Glimmer Fog, you're not going to bother? You like hanging out, living in... Oh, nice. Timberwolf, yeah. I haven't done like a serious game where I've based myself there for a decent chunk of time. You know, I've obviously spent a lot of time there, but I haven't like made it a base and tried to survive out of there for a long time. Yeah, I need to make one. I've got a yes, it is bigger, yes. But I find that I can store most things in Trappers. I still haven't made a Travois. I've got one maple on me that I keep forgetting to drop. That I need to find some. I know they've added more into the game though, so there should be plenty of maple around. New music hype. Well, not new music for this region, but you know. Different music hype, because I never get here. Bork. Bork, bork. Yeah, I'm excited to have one. I need to get on with it, really. Probably should have it for this run, just for funsies. I'll go search this helicopter and then I'll base myself at that cave.
Oh, I'm starving.
I know, it's true. I'll wait for the Aurora, I guess. It was so cool when this region first came out. We had all these planes and helicopters. I was like, oh, this is neat. Does make sense if everything suddenly fell from the sky. Imagine how terrifying that was. What do you guys think of the teaser image for episode 5? It's pretty cool. The light at the end of all things. Is that what they called it? I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be a year, obviously, but that's still fine by me. Whenever we get it. I don't know why my nose is itchy, guys. Oh.
Nobody needs this anymore.
It's just an image. They put it out in a dev diary. And it's on Steam. If you go to the game on Steam, it's on the images there. Little dev diary thing. Yeah, just a picture and a name. That's all we've got. There you go. Thanks, Troop.
I'll take it.
This is a pharmacy, this one. No worries, Goofy. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in a couple of days. Have a lovely Christmas. Enjoy your time with your mum and dad. Give her a little nappy nap. Nice Zelda. I got it in 2017 before they before Sprains, before they reduxed the story mode, redid the episodes. Yeah, take care, Goofy, and enjoy that time with your parents. Don't think this is a bear cave. It's the wrong part of the map, but I'm being prepared just in case. There's one bear on the road and then there's one bear on the ice. I actually can't remember exactly where they are, so just in case. Pretty sure there's a cave here, right? Make myself some teas, maybe. It might just be a nooch here. I think I saw a cave, though. I'm not gonna go past 12, just so you guys know. I probably should just go to bed. I can't do 3 late nights in a row. I don't think I would feel very good tomorrow. But yeah. 12 hours from now, I will be on with DH Done with some more Stranded Deep. Oh! This is the one to the new region. Alright, well I'm in the right part of the map then. Well, that was lucky. Lucked on that. The Franklin. Ah. The Shadow Team. Yeah.
What's that?
Niels! Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Let's get you a shout out. How was your stream? Lovely to see you.
Do I need to blame anything for shenanigans? No, I think not. That's right. Did you see that? Like, we aimed at him and immediately he
Hey, Tommy.
was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I want any of this.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to finish Signal Void.
He knows.
I'm waiting for
They've
frickin'
been spreading the word. Let's see if the wolves know.
Glimmerfog and Aurora.
Yeah, that was a solid, he noped right out of there.
He did nope, yeah. It was good to see you. Good to see you. I do have a little raid video, but I'm not going to play it because most people know me anyway. Not being smug, just if it's a TLD stream, you've probably met me before. If you haven't and you want to see it, please just let me know. We're trying to wrap up Signal Void so I can do Buried Echoes. And I'm back in FA and I do not have a Glimmerfog or an Aurora and it's painful. That's okay. I found where I think is the best spot to be. I'm in the cave that takes you out of Sekeni Field. So I think I'm in a good spot for when it does kick in. I just have to kill time, I guess. I was gonna sharpen my gun actually. Let's do that really fast. Because I've been shooting it an awful lot and it's now at 51%. That is not good. Delightful sound, I know. Everybody loves it. Wow, that timer. You want to find a recent book? Gunshot. Yeah. Hey, 82%. That's pretty good. 89. There we go. All right, eat and drink and be merry. Get some snooze so that when the Aurora does turn up, you're ready. My god, look at all this freaking stuff I'm carrying, guys. Okay. Let's hope we get an Aurora. Aurora. I keep the radio out because as soon as it starts going boop boop, then it's obvious. So she's like holding it, and she's going to sleep, and she's waking up holding it, and she's going to sleep, she's waking up holding it. Oh, a blizzard! Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yay. Well, at least I can go in here and then I won't die. New location discovered. I don't care. Give me my bedroom. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, true. I don't know why I'm eating the cattails, but anyway. Double clicked, I suppose. Probably should make some water and coffee, seeing I'm sprinting her everywhere, but do it. I have all of these accelerants, apparently. Oh, here we go. Now we can see.
Perfect.
Oh, you can kind of see the exit. That's kind of neat. Usually you can't see out the cave in caves. I like it. They should do that for all the caves. Except I think it's a blizzard outside and that is not showing a blizzard. But that's kind of neat. That's new, right? I've never seen any other caves do that. Obviously we've seen like mines and all that sort of stuff show the outside, and it's not actually like that at all, but I don't really need to heat teas because the clothes are so good, but let's... Oh, I did have a birch. I just missed it before. Oh well. I didn't need it. I love that this is called Cup of Acorn Coffee. Warming. 9 minutes till ready. What? They now say warming? Is this... Was this with the DLC or was this just patched? This is new to me completely. And this, yeah, the fact that this is Cup of Acorn Coffee and everything else is just reishi tea. Warming. Okay, TLD. You're trying to be fancy. Does this say cup of coffee? It does. Okay. I'm just being silly. Okay, well let's how many different like bandages and stuff? Yeah, the water is the biggest problem. 4, okay, that's fine. I've got 1 dressing. Like, probably make another one. The cup part is very important. Yeah, I must know that it's a cup of coffee and not just coffee. Hot, 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 hot. Okay. Warming. Interesting. That's actually helpful. I just have never noticed it before. I was just making sure I wasn't the only one who hadn't seen it. Okay. Loop, loop. Right. Last one. That'll do. Don't want to get confused with a thermal mug of coffee. Yeah, okay. I still haven't found a thermos, to be fair. I haven't looked for one. That's really neat though, the view out the cave. But it's also strange because it's not obviously reflective of real life. Anyway.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Shh. Astrid, shh. You found the best one. Nice. Yeah, I've seen people find it down at the redacted. So, 17 days. Jackrabbit one's cool, yeah. Interesting that Escape paused the game there and didn't just cancel my sleep like it, my passing time like it usually does. Did you guys notice that? I know that they've... Oh! That's so weird! I know they've retcon, like they've they've gotten rid of micro harvesting, but I want, like, can you not micro pass time either? Oh no, it did work. Okay, weird. They're not hot anymore, but it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Sure, fine, whatever. This is cool. The view outside. Sorry, the novelty of it is apparently not wearing off on. Alright, come on, Glimmer Fog. Well, we're gonna end up just passing time here. Did I pick up spray paint? No. I got charcoal? I should have charcoal in that fire. I just want to map this so I remember where this cave is. Wonder if they're going to do this for other caves, though. Anyway, sorry. I'll get over it. Yeah, Niels. Yeah, that was my next question. Do we think... Because they were already doing, obviously, they've already got the cabins here where you don't have a loading screen. And we've got mines where you can just already see outside, even though it's not the real weather half the time. Just curious as if they're working on something. I'm just gonna, like, literally sit here for a minute. Don't I need a deer hide for the travois? Ugh, I don't like how it zooms in. It weirds me out. Alright, I haven't seen this yet, so this will be fun. The blood. Cool. Thanks, Mr. Deer. Anyway, this is nuts, I know, but I'm just gonna do, like... Kinda hoping to get fog here. Foggy? Zappy fog? No, normal fog. F you, long dark. Wonder if I'll go put the deer hide in that cave with the one maple that I do have. True. That's funny. I'm assuming this is the cave to Zoc. One deer hide, one maple sappy. I know I wasn't going to go past 12, but I've only got 5 minutes. Oh, did that just... No. I'm going to find this goddamn bunker. I'm going to pass time. Hi, Maisie. And sleep until I get Glimmer Fog or Aurora. No worries, Neil. Thanks again for bringing some friends over and coming to say hi. Sleep well, my friend. I'll see you soon, hopefully. If I don't talk to you, have a lovely Christmas, my friend, if you celebrate it, or just happy holidays in general.
I could eat
It's
a horse.
cloudy.
Let's stay in a lot because I love
She love
horses.
horses? Actually not got a lot of food left. Should be enough though for getting this last little bit done, and then we're gonna figure it out. Merry Christmas. The day after Annie's birthday, Ewan was running around going, Merry birthday! Merry birthday!
Alright,
Yes!
look for shelter.
It's probably not kicked in properly yet, but let's just do this real quick. Yes! Take me to my destination, please. Somewhere. Hi, Weevil! I like the emote. I'm just walking in a direction until it beeps. I'm hoping that there's no wolfies. That is true, Zelda, yeah. And why can't we wear double gloves if we can double up everything else? Yeah, if they're gonna make us have storage and like crampons and all that sort of stuff, we need to have the option of more space, I agree. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I'm getting tired. It's nearly midnight. I'm gonna wrap up soon. I just wanted to find the last bunker and finish up Signal Void, which seems like I am going to do shortly. I'm walking aimlessly. Not aimlessly, but you know, walking along the wall somehow to try and do it. Yeah, Zelda, yeah. I usually keep my crampons on permanently too, because they barely degrade, so why not just keep them on? But yeah, it's hard if you want to... Oh, I fell too far. Oops. Oopsie. Yeah, exactly. Why are ear warmers an accessory? Why do they have to go on that slot? Oh, I finished it before, Weevil, thank you. I've not done Buried Echoes, though. But I have finished Signal Void before. I just can't remember exactly where it is. I just know it's up a hill. And I knew it was kind of in this corner of the map, so... yeah. I just need to finish it so I can do, Buried Echoes. I remember having to go around, like, a corner, around a hill to try and get up to it, but I'm just hugging the cliff for this time, hoping it works out. Be good if they got different nights, like night bird animal sounds, like just some variations. Because we get the same owl sound, the same screech sound, the same woodpecker sound. It'd be cool if they had a couple of different variations. Would be neat. I don't think this is going to let me up. I'm going to have to go around and up. Pretty sure I remember doing that. Yeah. No spoilers is always a good way to be. Fox sounds. Oh my god. I know I'm walking along this, but come on. It's gonna drive me crazy. I know. Radio, calm down. I just have to go down here a little bit to get up. Beep. 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 Ah! I don't think I can access it. I think I have to go around. I remember having to go around. Why won't it let you have a light source out and the radio? Does it? It doesn't, right? Yeah, nah. So I can't tell if I'm going to sprain my ankle or not, you know? Actually lighter on for you guys than it is for me. Here it is. Yay! Better to look at that screen than it is this one. Bobbled up. Yay! Now, am I gonna have more towers to repair? Is what I'm wondering is whether I need to keep all the stuff, but don't tell me. We'll just see.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I think I already have gauntlets on, don't I? They're not as good. Oh, okay, yeah, I knew there were more towers, I just didn't know if they were related to buried echoes or not.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
It will, seeing as you just sprained yourself a gazillion times, Astrid. Fire logs, they're too heavy. Stump remover I never use. Well, I'm definitely not using on this run anyway. This place is bigger. I remember now. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I think I can use this.
Oh yeah. Good plan. Alright, there's one of the logs, so we'll listen to that in a minute. Oh, new hacksaw. Okay.
Entry 17, Project Medical Officer. We have attempted various psychological interventions with the team members. Interviews reveal that the deeper the recall exercise, the greater the distortion. Consolidation failures appear in each patient, no matter the subject content. So far, these have yielded little actionable data. We do, however, hold out hope for a treatment strategy to apply away from their work environment. Proximity to the site of exposure is my last best guess. Behavioral changes are becoming more alarming. I will be including the following transcript excerpt in my summary report to be filed with project leads before team extraction. should it occur. We're almost finished. Please stay calm. Where has your mind settled then? Focus on the last image, please.
We just wanted to get out. To burn it all down. Or did we? I had it there, but I lost it again. I can't remember what it was.
Acting's really
He
good.
said he'd stand with us if something went wrong. What did we do? What did they make us do? They can't get away with this.
End recording.
The lore, the lore. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I really like the tale. I'm hoping that the other tale is going to be just as interesting. All right. Oh. That's just a quick one.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
You don't, Astrid, so just chill. Matches are handy though. There's the log that I want to listen to, but let's just have a look around first. I haven't found the kitchen yet to get my ham and spam. Ham and corn.
This will come in handy.
Matches, yes. Probably a good thing to do is to get the technical backpack or a moose satchel or something before you come to do the tale. Seeing it, especially on Stalker or Voyager, like the loot is a lot. Alright, let's go listen to this, and then I will find the item that I have so far missed. I know is around somewhere. There's 2 items, but yeah.
Whatever happened here, it's not a virus, or any known pathogen. At least that's what the doctor tells me. There are no visible injuries, only invisible ones. My symptoms have just started, but they track what the others have gone through. Things are starting to get fuzzy, just like with them. Faces I can't remember. Like an old photo, blurry around the edges. Crumbling. The few men left up here can't be trusted to care for themselves. We've had to lock them in their quarters to keep them from wandering off. We tried going a different way, more psychological. We had a little luck at first, and then it all collapsed again. Rudiger hasn't been back to see us since we took the machine offline. I'm struggling myself, and holding out for the resupply he promised. Will it get here in time? I've changed, somehow. The men, the medical officer, all of us. But not him. Not Rudiger. He'll want the research. It shows some bizarre benefits, even if it's come at a price. Rudiger found what he was looking for. He can keep it.
How did he not get, like, sick or, you know, damaged by all of this? Hey! Tale completed! Yay! Now give me my loot! Now I've been down here. Did I miss anything? Search the Langston mine for remnants of Rudiger and his project. Okay, cool. Because it's the balaclava and the holster, right? But I can't remember where the holster is. Boo, you're the Christmas spirit. Nice to see you.
The owner's around.
Oh, Astrid, what a silly question. I can't remember where they are, guys. I think I remember the balaclava. I keep wanting to call it a baklava because of done. Is in the sleeping quarters. I'm pretty sure. I remember it being by a bed, but I don't remember where the holster is. Storage. Is that where I came in? Yeah. Oh, maybe this is the kitchen. It's corn!
This'll come in handy.
Ham and soup. Must have it on in every room. Here it is.
I'll take it.
Sweet. I'm not planning to use a rifle, but that's pretty cool that I've got it. Fine rifles too heavy. Generally do not use them. If I have a flare gun.
I'm not gonna
Because
be
flare
able to
gun
use
to me
that
is what I
much longer.
get bears with. I suppose with the moose being harder to kill now, or impossible to kill with a flare gun, I probably should be going back to using a rifle in Voyager and Stalker. But I've just gotten out of the habit. Right, where are the beds? Where are the sleeping quarters? Because Cora needs to go to her sleeping quarters. But my character needs to sleep. These are the bathrooms. They look gross. Gross. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. Yucky, yuck, yuck. She's extremely overweight. I'm fully aware. Here they are. I'm very aware of her overburdenedness being a bit much. Here it
This
is.
stuff will come in handy.
Yay! Now I have basically the best clothing in the game. Yeah, so, us Troop is, not being able to do it. And I think it's been verified by a few other people as well. I have all the good shit, guys. I have the good shit. Lollipop. No, that's a terrible joke.
Anything right now.
So, what I'll do, because I will not remember to do this next time, I will, I need a bed that isn't just cloth. Drop stuff I don't need now. Because I won't remember to do it next time and I'll be like, why can't she move? Oh my god. 3 stims. All these painkillers. I do seem to be using the painkillers. Got one of the canisters for the next one. Alright, yeah, I usually used to use the flare gun and the bow for the moose. So as much as I want, I suppose I can wear this. It weighs nothing. Nice. Pretty good clothing. Bastion's mothers have sussed out. Yeah, they can't bring down a moose. So but bleed out calculations. Flare gunshots will scare a moose but can never kill it. Allegedly it's a bug. Okay. You invite them over for dinner. Oh, and it's knocked something off. Oh, it's a can. I knocked a can off my desk. Probably drop most of these cans or at least eat them because I'm not carrying them all out of here. Canned ham. Lovely. There you go, she's full. $43 is not terrible. Is this full now? Yeah. I will find more oil, I'm not worried about that. I don't need 3 of these. Don't need 3 sewing kits because it is Stalker and I will find many more. Probably don't need the arrow shaft anymore, seeing I wasn't going to go back for all my bow stuff to PV, but yeah, so let's just get rid of it. And then one of these. Yeah, you'd think that the ham would be a recipe thing, actually. Yeah, that's a very good point. 3 bandages. I'm gonna make 2, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I'm gonna go to sleep. Because it's too late, baby, now. It's too late. And, even though I don't have to get up early with my kids tomorrow, I have had 2 late nights in a row. And I cannot do a 3rd one. I am very sleepy. But, yeah. There we go. That is Signal Void. Thank you very much for hanging out and sticking with me through Signal Void. We will pick it up next time with Buried Echoes. I hope you guys are as excited as I am about Buried Echoes. I am very excited. I am not particularly jazzed about the gas. I'm not great with the gas, but, I am jazzed about the lore and the story and stuff, so yeah, I'll put Christmas music back on. I just like to say it is officially now Christmas Eve here in New Zealand. In less than 12 hours I'll be back on with Dun to play some Stranded Deep, but after that stream I won't be around for a day or 2, day and a half for Christmas, and I hope if I don't see you in 12 hours time that you have a fabulous holiday season and you get to unwind and relax and you get to see people that you love. And if it's a hard time of year for you, like it is for many of us, like I lost my dad a little while ago now, but still, it is a hard time of year for many people, and I hope that you have some comfort in this season and that you still find some joy. So we'll be thinking of everybody that is having a hard time. It's a really lovely day for us, but it's always bittersweet. So, you too, Troop. Thank you to Druid and Troop and all of my regular folks who are so often here. You know, Stimpinski and Zelda and Weevil was here before. So many people have popped in tonight and came into the Yule Log stream today to say hi, so I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much to Niels for the raid. Thank you, Fedo, or Fedot, for the follow. The follows earlier from Felicia Serenity and Baby Squid Queen of Hell, which is an amazing username, by the way. But yeah, have a lovely holiday season, my friends. Let's see if there's anyone on to raid. I know it's close to Christmas and streams are starting to get quiet. I really don't see anybody other than the Otters and a couple of random games that I've never heard of from others. So yeah, let's raid the Otters if you guys stick around. Oh, you too, Rock. Lovely to see you. If you guys want to stick around and watch the Otters, cool. If you don't, that's all good too. It's a really nice background chill stream of otters floating in a pool in an aquarium. So, I mean, it's delightful. I hope you enjoy it. Take care, my friends. Yeah, I'll see you soon for Stranded Deep with Dun, which is very tropical and very much like my summer Christmas, not like anybody else's Christmas. Though Troop will relate. But yeah, take care, my friends, and yeah, I'll see you then. I'm going to bed. Okay. Bye. Bye.